If someone's secretly in love with you, they won't say it, but their behavior will. The way they look at you, the sudden distance, the awkward silence when things get too real. It's not random. It's emotion they're trying to hide. Psychology shows when the heart can't speak, the body does. Tiny signs, subtle shifts. You just have to know what to look for. Today on Factsworth, we reveal 8 signs someone is fighting their feelings for you. Watch closely, because once you see the truth, you won't be able to unsee it. Sign 1. Their body betrays them. They act normal, they joke, they tease, but pay attention. Their body tells a different story. Their feet point toward you, even in a crowded room. They lean in, just a little closer than they need to. Their pupils dilate. Their voice softens when they say your name. These aren't accidents. These are subconscious reactions, tiny signals that the emotional brain is fully engaged, no matter how casual they try to appear. According to research in nonverbal psychology, when someone suppresses attraction, their gestures speak louder than their words, because you can fake disinterest with your mouth, but not with your nervous system. Sign 2. They pull away after getting close. Ever notice how after a deep or emotional conversation, they suddenly go quiet? They don't text back for hours. Next time you talk, they act like it was nothing, like you're just friends again. But here's the twist. That distance isn't disinterest. It's emotional recoil. Psychologists call it vulnerability regulation. When someone secretly desires you but lets their guard down, even for a second, their defenses snap back like a rubber band. It's not that they don't feel. It's that they felt too much and their mind slammed the brakes. So if they pull away right after things feel real or intimate, don't mistake it for coldness. It's proof they got too close, and it scared them. Sign 3. They tease you. But it's different. They joke. They tease. Sarcastic little comments. On the surface, it's all playful. But when it's aimed at you, something's different. There's more intensity, more focus. Sometimes it even flirts with being personal, but never in a cruel way. This is what psychologists call affection masking. It's when someone hides deep emotional attraction behind humor, because humor feels safe. Vulnerability? That's risky. Teasing? That they can control. They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to manage their feelings, to redirect them, to cover what they don't know how to express. So ask yourself this. If they tease you more than they tease anyone else, but suddenly get awkward the moment things turn serious, that's not coincidence. It's a mask, and behind it is affection they're not ready to admit. Sign 4. They notice the smallest things about you. You barely changed your hairstyle. They're the first to mention it. You seemed a little off today. They asked if you were okay before anyone else even noticed. It feels small, but it's not. This is called selective attention, a psychological phenomenon where we unconsciously tune into the people we're emotionally connected to. Now here's the twist. When someone's fighting their feelings for you, they still notice everything, but they try to play it off. They'll say something almost accidentally like, "Did you change your shampoo?" Or, "You always hum when you concentrate. You know that?" Sounds casual, right? But the level of attention they're giving you, it's anything but casual. Their words may seem light, but their focus is laser sharp. And that kind of emotional radar doesn't activate for just anyone. Sign 5. Their mood shifts when you talk about others. Pay close attention to this. You casually mention a friend, an ex, or someone new you've been talking to. They smile, maybe even laugh. But look closer. Their eyes drop, their tone shifts, their posture tightens. Something changes. This is known as a micro-expression of jealousy, one of the hardest emotions to suppress when you care deeply about someone but can't show it. Psychologists say when someone's hiding their feelings, they often experience intense internal conflict. So when you bring up someone else, they don't lash out. They shut down, or they quickly change the subject, or overcompensate with fake enthusiasm like, "Oh, that's great. I'm happy for you." But beneath the surface, there's a storm of emotion they don't want to face, and definitely don't want you to see. This isn't about being possessive. It's about protecting a truth they haven't admitted. Not to you, and maybe not even to themselves. Sign 6. They find reasons to be near you, but never admit why. They just happened to show up at that same event. They accidentally called you instead of someone else. They weren't doing much, so they thought they'd stop by. At first, it seems random, coincidence. But over time, these moments start forming a pattern. This isn't obsession. It's not calculated. It's something subtler, a quiet pull between desire and denial. Psychologists call this proximity-seeking behavior, when someone who's emotionally drawn to you subconsciously creates ways to be around you, but masks their true motivation. So they'll say things like, just figured it'd be more fun with you, or I wasn't doing anything anyway. But the truth is, their heart is already leaning toward you, even if their mind is still trying to rationalize it away. They don't want to admit how much they care. So, instead they show up, over and over again, not to confess anything, but because just being near you feels like enough. For now. Sign 7. They open up, but only when their guard is down. There are cracks in their armor. Not often, but in certain quiet, vulnerable moments. A late-night talk after a rough day. A pause in conversation when the world feels still. Suddenly, they say something real, something raw. And in that moment, you see a side of them no one else does. They let you in. Not all the way, but just enough for you to feel it. Then the next day, they pull back. Like nothing happened. Like the wall was never down. This isn't mixed signals. It's what psychologists call emotional leakage. When suppressed feelings spill out in moments too intense to control, they're not playing games. They're not trying to manipulate. It's their truth, slipping out before they can stop it. And those brief windows, those unplanned, unfiltered confessions, they say more than any polished words ever could. When someone fights their feelings, vulnerability doesn't come easy. But when it does, believe it meant something. Sign 8. They push you away when things feel closest. This one cuts deep. Just when it feels like something real is finally forming, they pull away, they cancel plans, they go cold. Suddenly, it feels like you're a stranger again. But this isn't rejection. It's fear. Psychologically, this is self-sabotage under emotional threat. When someone deeply cares but feels too exposed, their instinct isn't to get closer. It's to retreat. Not because they don't feel it, but because they feel it too much. They are terrified of being seen, of being hurt, of losing you before they even have you. So instead of stepping forward, they pull back, trying to protect a part of themselves they can't fully explain. Now, what do you do with this? You don't chase, you don't beg, and you don't wait forever. If someone's fighting their feelings, that's real. But if they're not ready to face it, that's not your burden. Your role isn't to extract love from fear. It's to recognize your own worth and create space for love that's clear, open, and unafraid. And here's the twist. Sometimes just knowing the truth changes everything. Because once they realize you've seen through their armor, they face a choice. Keep hiding, or finally show up. Either way, you walk away with clarity. Because real love, it shouldn't feel like guessing. It should feel like peace. If this hit home, don't scroll away. Like, comment, subscribe. At Factsworth, we uncover what people feel, even when they can't say it. Which sign struck you the most? Tell us below. And remember, the truth may hurt, but it always sets you free.